बलिपरम पूछने परम वंदनीय सर श्री मां आशुतोष शांबरी जी की जय। बलिपरम पूछने परम श्रद्धेय सर श्री बाबा आशुतोष शांबल महाराज जी की जय। बलिपरम पूछने परम वंदनीय मां श्री आशुतोष भगवान जी की जय। सच्चे दरबार की जय। Hello brothers and sisters, today we are here at Great Yarmouth and we are here at this beautiful beach and we were sitting in morning meditation and it made me reflect on what's happened in the last few days. When I've been traveling around churches, giving them the message that God can be seen and you can have that practical realization in your life, I met a priest and the priest said, well, when I was baptized in the church, I experienced God, I experienced these things, so how is it any different from what you're talking about? So I asked him questions. I said, when you were baptized, what did you see? When they say God is light, within him there's no darkness at all, what light did you see? He said, well, there was a candle that was lit, it was a bright sunny day. I was just like, no, when you closed your eyes, when you were baptized, what did you see? He said, I didn't see anything. And then I said, well, what did you hear? It was just like there was hymns sung, there was the ringing of the bell. I was just like, no, not these external noises. What did you internally hear? He said, I didn't internally hear anything. I said, okay, once you were baptized, what did you feel? Because when we say in the beginning was the word was with God, the word was God. And in the Lord's Prayer, when we say, hallowed be thy name, we're talking about the praise of God's name. What did you experience? He said, I was happy. And I was just like, okay, all right. And then I said, when you were baptized with holy water, when Christ said, once you drink the water that I will give you, you will never thirst again. Did you ever thirst for that holy water again? And the thing is that I said to him, the true distinction is that what you experienced was an external ceremony. What we're talking about is a practical experience that you experience internally. That you see divine light within you. You hear the divine music that exists within this universe, you hear it within. Whether you are deaf, whether you are blind, you can have these practical experiences. And it's not that you feel happiness when you have this divine experience. You feel peace. That is a true indication that you have had a divine experience because you feel peaceful. And the reason why I felt this reflection today is that what they say is what happens in this macrocosm, in this external world, also reflects what's happening in our internal world. And today, here at Great Yarmouth, it is incredibly peaceful. This beach, there is literally no one around. And it is just the motions of the waves. And these motions of the waves, the rhythm of it, once we match it to our breath and we truly connect to that divine name that becomes activated when you receive divine knowledge, when you receive Brahmagyan, the peace you feel is otherworldly. So here in these places, you can experience these glimpses of this peace that we are meant to be experiencing internally. So my message today is that when we talk about baptism, when we talk about Christ, are we truly living to his teachings? Because Christ, what I'm seeing in this modern day is leading up to Christmas. That it's wonderful celebrating the birth of Christ. However, we are not honoring Christ in the way that Christ wished to be honored. Because when they were selling in the synagogues, Christ became furious and he threw up the tables. He said that you do not sell in God's home. Now, in majority of churches that I've been into, there's Christmas markets, there's Christmas fairs within the church ground. They're selling Christmas cards. The thing is that that's not what Christ taught. Yes, raising money for charity, raising support is wonderful and is what we should be doing. But doing it in God's home actually goes against what Christ said. So if we're going to be that true living embodiment of what the Heavenly Son has given us by the guidance of the Heavenly Father, we must live by his teachings. Thank you, Jai Shri.